with a direct blow. Blow, coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you feel your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to like the disco jack. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Dart. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
Come on.
And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
70,
He'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here we go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First carry for Rashad White. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 60.
dart. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in to get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Dart. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
10 more yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the down, Bigsby. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
I like how they want the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready, Crackle 80.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Ready up. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cowboy 80.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's second and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Dart going to look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This 2nd and 4. To throw, Dart. That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer.
To throw is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dart looking to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And we'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A run here with Bigsby. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dart. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cardinals first down.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got his man. It's White. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10.
Now again up the middle. This is White. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, set.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Here we go. 18, Viking, 18. Buffalo, 18. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Trap 60, trap 60. Tag. Lightning 18.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw now, Dart. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Here's Bigsby. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Brought down by Zach Harrison.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Bigsby once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 12. Now a give to White. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
On the give, it's White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Right up midfield. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for
So
help.
signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they will take a knee here. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull